Good morning and happy Monday. I hope that you are having a wonderful start to your week. And today we're going to be talking about friendship, 5 ways to be a better friend. This is something that a lot of people have asked me about, and I had written down some thoughts that I just wanted to share with those of you who are looking for some encouragement and maybe just some inspiration and motivation. So welcome, so glad to have you all here. So for those of you who are new, my name is Crystal Payne and I am the founder of MoneySavingMom.com. I am also the creator of the 14-day online course called Make Over Your Mornings, and I am the author, and one of my books is called Say Goodbye to Survival Mode. And in this book, I talk some about friendship, and I've written some about friendship on my blog, and it's something that a lot of people have asked me to share more about and talk more about. And so last week, or 9 days ago, I think that's correct, Mackenzie from Bold Turquoise and I were together in Washington State, and we did a scope on friendship. And I had jotted down a lot of thoughts for that scope that I wanted to share, and we didn't get to all of them. And I've had a lot of follow-up questions from people saying, you know, I really love that scope. I would love just more practical tips and ideas, and just a lot of people, it really resonated with them and they wanted more. So today I wanted to share with you 5 ways to be a better friend. And if you missed that scope with Mackenzie, be sure to go to my Catch account. It's catch.me/MoneySavingMom, katch.me/MoneySavingMom, and you can watch that scope. And it was kind of fun to see us together, you know, impromptu, talking about friendship and talking about our own friendship and talking about what we've learned about friendship. So, number 1, take initiative. Do not wait for the other person to show up and do something for you. I think so much of the time there are women who feel lonely, they feel like they're left out, and they feel like no one else is inviting them to do anything. And so you have a choice when you feel like you're lonely and left out. You can choose in that moment to say, you know what, no one likes me, and I'm just unlikable, and I am just not, no one's ever going to ask me to be their friend. And I'm never going to have good friendships, and I'm never going to find good friends. And you can tell yourself all of these lies, and you can believe those lies, and then you can live under those lies and live out of those lies, and then not open yourself up, not invite people in, and never take initiative. But good friendships require both parties to take initiative. But sometimes you have to be the first one. You have to be the first one to make that phone call, write that text, write that email, invite that person into your home and into your life. One of the best ways that I've found to just start a relationship is when I meet someone that I feel like, you know what? This is someone that we could really, there's some synergy there. To then take it a step further and invite them into our home or invite the person out for coffee. That's just kind of taking the next step. And there's not any really long-term obligation with that, because you might find that when you invite them into your home, you know, it's just not, it doesn't end up being a great fit long-term, or they aren't interested in a friendship or whatever. But take that first step. Take initiative. You be the one to take initiative first. Don't wait for someone else to take initiative. Oh, we have a little visitor again. Okay, did you want to tell them anything this morning?
Nope.
This is Silas. It's your first time live. Yay, welcome. You didn't have anything to tell them this morning? No, nothing? You just want to come say hi? Okay, now you need to go do your chores, all right? Yes. All right. Okay.
You bet.
Go ahead, go do your chores. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, go do your chores. So take initiative. Don't wait for others to come to you and to take initiative with you. You go take the first step, and you go look for ways to bless them. Please don't do that. Okay. Don't sit and wait for someone else to invite or reach out. And I think one of our dearest friends, some of our dearest friends here in the Nashville area, you've heard me talk about them. They're the Hodges, Tam and her family. And when we first moved here, we didn't know a lot of people, and one of the things that I said is that we are just going to jump in and we are going to accept every invitation. We're going to be all in, and I'm going to step outside my comfort zone. And it was hard, and she was so sweet and so kind to me, and she kind of reached out and texted me a little bit, but then I was like, I gotta take the next step. And so her husband had injured himself, and he was at home, and we just said, can we come over and can we bring dinner and just sit and eat with you guys? And that was the first step to really being able to develop such a strong friendship with them, because it was us saying, can we just bring dinner over and can we come sit and come get to know you? It was a simple thing. It didn't take a lot of effort. I mean, I think we had simple sandwiches, but it was us saying, we want to invest in you guys, and we're interested in getting to know you, and we want to show that in tangible ways. So number one, take initiative. Number two, have a listening ear. People are desperate for community. They're desperate for people to care. They want people to really care about them at a deep level. So if you take the time to look into someone's eyes and to really listen, that can mean more than you ever know. Show them that you care by giving them your full attention. Don't be too busy. If you want to have community, you've got to get over this I'm too busy sort of thing. And when you're with people, you need to fully engage with them and listen to them. Pay attention to what they're saying. Really care about them. So number one, take initiative. Number two, have a listening ear. Number three, ask good questions. And this goes right along with having a listening ear. You need to ask good questions. Really care about what people have to say. Really care about their hearts. Really care about what they're interested in. And maybe you meet someone and you think, I love this person, but we don't have a lot of things that we share in common. Well, guess what? You can start asking questions and learning about their life, and sometimes you can find out the most fascinating, interesting things. And also, people love talking about themselves, and you can learn so much from it. So ask good questions. And then in a relationship, something that I have found to be a better friend is to ask good questions of the friend, in the sense of not just of, how are you really doing? How can I pray for you? But I like to ask things of, how can I be a better friend to you? Or, what's the hardest thing in your life right now? Or, how does that make you feel? So asking them questions and then really listening to what they have to say. I just last week started I am in a Bible study group, and we started The Best Jest by Lisa Turkhurst. And one of the things in the study guide is they had everyone have to go around and share really openly what they were hoping to get from the group. And so they had 5 questions that we had to finish or answer. So it's like, you can challenge me by, or the thing I'm struggling most with is, things like that. And everyone had to go around and we had to finish it. And basically the goal of it was so that people could really open up and share authentically what they were hoping to get from the group. And I thought it was so good. And just to help people to be honest and to share, and not just show up every week but not really get anything out of it. And one of the questions was, what do you really need? And my thing was, I really need, at this season of my life, people to pour into me, because I said I'm doing a lot of pouring out, and I don't have very many people who are just pouring in. Now that might sound weird, but that was when I looked at those questions, that was what, and I thought, this is the opportunity. We're supposed to share honestly what we want to get out of this study and out of our time together. And it was so good to just have that platform, that floor to be able to share honestly, and everyone just being honest. And so asking good questions, listening for the answers. And so saying, how can I best encourage you through this time in your life? Maybe someone's going through a hard time and you say, I don't know how to be a friend. And so just being really honest and saying, you know what? I've never gone through this situation with another friend. I don't know how I can best be your friend. How can I be your friend? What do you most need today? Or what do you most need through this time? And so number 1, take initiative. Number 2, have a listening ear. Number 3, ask good questions. Number 4, find the good and praise it. How are you celebrating others right now? People long to know that they matter, that what they do matters. And so find the good and celebrate it, praise it, affirm it. And I know my love language is words of affirmation. And so this is something that's really important to me and something that I'm really good at. I'm not really good with giving gifts. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm not really good with some of the other love languages, but I think everyone innately at their core has a desire to be celebrated and to be affirmed and to know that they matter and to know that other people are noticing what they're doing. This doesn't cost any money, and it doesn't really take a whole lot of time to just notice something and then verbally affirm it. So find the good and praise it. And really think about, how can you celebrate other people in just simple ways? Maybe it's sending a text. I know as an author, sometimes I will see another author that their book has done really well on Amazon, and just sending them a tweet or a text or email and saying, I'm so excited for you. Look at this. Your book is, number 98 on Amazon or something. And so celebrating with them in that way, something that maybe not everyone else in the world would get, that's a really big deal. And so finding ways to celebrate people, it can mean the world to someone. And then learn their love language. I talked about this and talked about how my love language is words of affirmation. And that is how I receive love, when people affirm me, and that's how I feel loved. Other people, it's someone giving them gifts. That's how they feel loved. My husband, it's quality time. And I've learned that quality time for him doesn't necessarily mean a lot of time. It means quality time. I sometimes think that we almost think of quality time as being quantity time, but it's actually quality time in the sense of that I am 100% there. So if he feels like I'm busy and I'm hurried and I don't have a lot of time to just really pay attention to him and be all there and fully engaged, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter how much time I'm there with him. If I'm not fully engaged, it wasn't quality time. And so I've had to learn that for me, I always want to be when I'm calling him on the phone, maybe I'm traveling and I want to say I just have a few minutes to talk, but I just wanted to check in and let you know that I love you. And I've learned that when I say I just have a few minutes, for me, that's me helping him know the time frame, and it's my kind of driver personality. But for him, it makes him feel like he's not important. And so I've had to learn to change my messaging in order to say things in a way that really make him feel loved. And so learning the love language of those who are in your life and your friends, and then doing your very best to speak that to them. For me, it's hard. My friends, if their love language is gifts, I'm like, I'm not so good at that, but I do put forth effort and try to really make it a priority, because I know that how I love to be shown love and how it makes me feel loved when people verbally affirm me, that in the same way, if I get a gift for them, that makes them feel loved. And so I want to put forth the effort to show them that they matter and that I care and that they're valuable and that they're important. So those were just some suggestions of ways to be a better friend. And with the love language one, a question that you could ask is, How can I speak love to you? What makes you feel most loved? What is something that someone has done for you in the past that has made you really feel loved? So ask those questions. Maybe they don't know, but keep asking and keep working on it and keep paying attention, and it will really pay off. So that's what I want to share with you today. I was also going to mention that I kind of flaked this weekend, and I'm sorry, you guys. I just needed to have a weekend where I was offline, and I was offline a lot of this weekend. It was so good. It was so soul-filling for me. If you saw on my Instagram, I'm the MoneySavingMom on Instagram, and I talked about how I just really needed to take some time offline. And but anyway, I told you that I was going to let you know what book we were going to do for book club, and I didn't ever get that done. So we are going to start the Life-Giving Home. We're going to go through this I think it's going to take us at least 2 weeks because I'm 4 chapters in and I have so much that I want to share. So thank you for your patience with me. I'm sorry that I did not follow through with my word that I said that I was going to get back on and tell you, but we're going to start the Life-Giving Home, and I will be doing a scope every morning. So I'm going to go ahead and start this morning because I want to just jump in and share. But this is by Sarah and Sally Clarkson, and if you are looking for ways and inspiration and encouragement to really make your space, whether that's a tiny little apartment, whether that's one room in a house that you share with a bunch of people, or whether that's, your own home, if you're looking for ways to make your space life-giving to others, I think you'll really be blessed and inspired and encouraged by this book. So that's the Life-Giving Home by Sarah and Sally Clarkson, and we'll start that this morning. So you've never read a Sally book, Erin? Oh my goodness, wow. Which Brene Brown book would I recommend first? I think I would recommend The Gifts of Imperfection, just because it's a smaller book, and I feel like it's a little bit more, if you're brand new to Brene, I think it's a good introductory book. And then after that, definitely read Daring Greatly. You have to read Daring Greatly. And then Rising Strong. That's what I would recommend. So The Gifts of Imperfection. I can't talk today. Maybe it's all the sleep I got this weekend. I'm still in like a sleep coma or something. And then Daring Greatly, and then Rising Strong. So, and we are going to do a scope this afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to do a scope on, let's see, I wrote it down. I will tell you what it is, since that would be better. Email list, and we're going to talk about 3 things you should always do to build a strong email list. So that will be at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time this afternoon. So I hope you can join us for that. So have a great day. Go be a good friend and pour into other people. And I just feel like when you make the effort and you take the initiative and you really put forth that energy and you keep pouring, you're going to find that there's so much blessing in return. So have a great day.